Welcome to Gayatri Yoga, my friends. We'll begin today's practice from a standing position. So step to the front of your mat, bringing your feet together. Big toes are touching and heels slightly apart, spreading the weight between four corners of the feet and taking a moment to tune in and observe how you feel at the beginning of your practice. With each and every exhale, trying to let go of any unnecessary thoughts, anything that doesn't serve you. Leave it all outside of your mat. Softening your face muscles, your jaw. Observing your chest rise as you inhale. Your belly expanding. And as you exhale, the air is leaving the belly, the chest. Feeling your ribs expanding in all four directions as you breathe in, contracting as you breathe out. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Inhale, lift the arms up through the sides and find your back bend. Lengthen through the front line. If you wish, you can add a bend to your knees and stretch through your heart, through the throat, through the belly. And exhale, slowly begin folding down, pausing at a 90-degree angle. And if you feel that your back is still rounded, bend the knees and try to straighten the back and lengthen in your low back. Direct the sit bones to the back of the room. And observe how your glutes feel, your hamstrings, especially if you focus on lengthening. You will feel this area stretching. And you can even add pulses here. Directing the knees in the direction of your toes. Observe the sensations. Straighten both legs and walk, bending one knee and keep the opposite straight. And try to shift the weight a little forward to the balls of the feet. Observe how your hamstrings feel. You can lift the toes of the straight leg if you wish. Now slowly bend the knees and send your palms down, back and up to the ceiling. Find your chair and pulse the hips here. And again, focus on stretching this area as you pulse. And breathe in 4. Squeeze your inner thighs. 5, 6. And try to visualize your sit bones kind of opening as you find your squat. Slowly squat a little lower and find your twist. You can hook the elbow if you're ready, or you can hook the forearm. Lengthen in your low back. And now we'll touch the right palm towards the left and open 1. Exhale down. Inhale up 2. Exhale down. Inhale up 3, 4. And 5, and slowly return to the center. Inhale and exhale, find your twist. You can hook the elbow or the forearm. Try to keep your knees in one line. Project through the sit bones. Try to lengthen in your low back. And now begin tapping the left palm towards the right and reverse. Inhale up and twist a little deeper. Exhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, lower the palm down and return to the center. And now pulse here. Stay in your low squat and pulse in your low squat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And focus on stretching. 5, 6. Feel the tissue stretching. 7, 8, 9, 10. And very slowly lower your belly down. Twist the thighs. Bring the palms to the floor. Let your head relax. And now begin extending your legs. And walk your legs here. Shifting the weight slowly to the balls of the feet. Straighten the right leg. Keep your left knee bent. Bring your left palm to the floor and circle your right arm back and up. Find your twist one more time. Breathe. Inhale and exhale, circle your right arm back and down and slowly switch sides. Bend the right knee, keep your left leg straight, keep your right palm on the mat and or the block and circle your left arm back and up as you twist and try to stack your shoulders. Stack the left one on top of the right, gazing up to the ceiling if your neck doesn't bother you. Inhale and exhale, circle your left arm back and down. Again, you can walk your legs here. And now slowly bring the palms to the floor and step your feet back into plank. Align your shoulders over the wrists, spread the fingers, roll the biceps out, squeeze your inner thighs and send the heels back. And now tap the knees to the floor, keep the knees together and extend. 1. To engage the core, push the floor away from you. 3, 4, breathe. 5, 6, 7, feel the heat building up. 8, breathe. 9, 10, and now shift the hips back, find your downward dog, open your feet, hips distance apart, and if your heels are not touching the floor, that's completely fine. Walk your legs here, you can bend one knee at a time. And you can twist the hips, lengthen through the right side and then through the left, finding the moves that make you feel good. Slowly waking up your body, slowly generating the heat, the energy. Inhale, bend the knees, and now try to kind of scoop the sit bones down to the floor and pubic bone towards the floor and up towards the ribs as you begin shifting the shoulders forward and extending your legs, finding this rounded plank, and you're slowly descending the hips down and uncurling your spine, finding this upward dog variation with your toes curled. Now slowly begin bending the knees and the elbows and pushing the hips back up into downward dog. Inhale and exhale, scoop the pubic bone, rounding your back, moving in a wave-like motion, sinking the hips, lifting through the heart. Exhale, bend the knees and the hips, send the hips back, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, slowly bend the knees, scoop the pubic bone, towards the ribs, find your wave, extend the legs, sink the hips down, lift through the heart. Exhale, bend the elbows, send the hips back and up, downward dog. Now try to rotate the feet and bring the weight towards the tops of the feet. Be careful with the toes and focus on directing the front of the ankles to the front of the room. Push the floor away from you, don't sink into the wrists. Keep straightening the legs, engage the quadriceps, lift the kneecaps up, and sink the chest towards the floor. And maybe you can pulse 1, 2, and extend. Breathe 1, 2, and extend. Direct the ankles to the front. 1, 2, and extend. Try to stretch the front of the ankles. 1, 2, and extend. And very, very slowly relax and uncurl the toes. And walk your legs here. Inhale, step your Right foot to the front. Keep your back heel lifted and rise up into your high lunge. Lift through the heart. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Find your balance. Bend the back knee and now focus on drawing the pubic bone towards the ribs. And now try to straighten the leg, and you will feel more stretch here at the front of the hip and the quadricep. Breathe. Soften your face, relax the jaw. You can have your arms slightly to the front so that you could see it with your side eyesight. And now hinge halfway, 45 degrees. And tap the left knee to the floor. And extend. 1, root through the ball of the right foot. 2, engage the right glute. 3, 4, and extend the left leg all the way. 5. And now circle your left arm. Very slowly, stay here in a 45-degree hinge. 1, very slowly draw the circle. 2, 3, breathe. Square the hips. 4 and 5. And now tap the left knee to the floor. 1, 2, and extend. 1, 2, and extend all the way. 1, 2, and extend. 1, 2, and extend. 1, 2, and extend. And we are going to tap for 2. 1, 2, and extend both legs. Stay hinged. Bend the front knee, tap the left knee for 2. 1, 2, extend both legs very slowly. Tap the back knee, bend the front. 1, 2, extend both legs, send the hips back. Tap. 1, 2, root through the ball of the foot, engage the core, and extend. And tap. 1, 2, and slowly lower the knee, the foot down, and lift up. Find your low lunge. And now twist to the right side. As you sink the hips to the floor, find your twisted back bend. Breathe. Slowly engaging the core, rising up, and find the twist. Hook the elbow or the forearm to the outside of the knee. And keep squaring the hips and find a nice stretch here as you twist. Inhale and exhale, slowly release the twist. Bring your left palm to the floor, but you stay twisted, rotated to the right, and very carefully bend the back knee. And if you are like this, and you start lifting the foot, you're gonna have lots of unnecessary sensations in the knee. Don't bring the weight to the kneecap. Shift the weight forward so that the weight was a little to the above the kneecap, and make sure you have enough cushion under the knee. Roll the mat to bring the towel, and very slowly. So try to move the knee away to the back, and then lift the foot, and it's gonna move, bring the weight above the knee, above the kneecap. And find your quadricep stretch. Breathe. Stay twisted. And now try to keep hold of the foot and rotate the chest to the front and square the hips as you sink the hips to the floor. Try not to move the foot to the side, just move it directly in towards the glute. And now slowly release the hold on the foot. Bring your right palm to the floor and switch with your left palm. Grab the foot and keep reaching it to the glute. Observe if it changed anything. And maybe you can rotate the chest to the left as you keep stretching the quadricep. Inhale and exhale, very slowly release. Frame the front foot, push with the right foot into the mat and shift the hips back. Relax the hamstring. You can massage. You can kind of try to glide the muscles, the layers against one another while you do that. And now, bend the front knee, Pulse 1, 2, and extend and flex the foot. Fold over the thigh. Inhale, pulse 1, 2, and shift back, flex the foot, fold. Pulse 1, 2, and extend and fold. And when you bend the front knee, try not to go to the end range of the motion. Leave a couple of inches. So stop at a couple of inches before the range of your motion. Pulse. We want to find elasticity here. 1, 2, and back and flex the foot. 1, 2, and back, flex the foot. Pulse 1, 2, back. And now sink the hips, keep your front knee bent. Inhale, lift the arms up and find gentle back bend. Breathe. And from here, keep lifting through the heart. Don't go into a deep back bend, just add circles with the arms. 1, 2, keep lifting through the heart. 3, breathe. 4, and 5, and slowly frame the foot. And now walk your right foot to the right edge of the mat. Bring your right palm to the inner side of the foot. Breathe, lengthen. Keep your neck neutral. And if you wish, you can try to lower down to your elbows. Maybe one elbow down, one up. Or maybe both elbows down. Breathe. And now slowly extend your right arm, project it to the front, and now circle it up and back, and you can lift the left elbow as you twist, and up and forward, and maybe lower the elbow and cross it all the way to the left corner of the mat. Up and back and twist, up and down and cross it over, and observe what's happening in your back. Up and back and twist, up and down and cross over, up and back and twist, up, forward and cross it over. Slowly walk both palms to the left side of the room and allow the inner sole of the foot, right foot, to lift and the knees moving to the side as you twist. Breathe. Slowly returning back to the front. Shift the hips back. Flex the right foot. Straighten the right leg. Circle your right arm back and up. Square the hips. Keep reaching the ball of the foot towards the knee. And now slowly we want to move the right leg out to the side. Keep the hip above the left knee, press through the shin, through the left shin into the mat, and press the whole right foot into the floor. We are going to shift the hips back, scoop the pubic bone towards the ribs, find this scoop with your pelvis, forward and up, and then reverse to the front, and then bring you back to neutral. Shift the hips back, observe what's happening in your inner thigh, back, and then scoop and round, and to the front. Sink the hips back, you are hinging at the left hip. And now scoop with the pubic bone forward and up, round, tuck the chin, and reverse to the front, and then return your pelvis, your spine to neutral. One more time. Send the hips back, press through the foot at the outer edge of the foot, observe what's happening in your inner thigh. You can pulse here. 1, breathe, very careful. 2, press your whole left shin into the mat. 3, 4, 5, and when you go back, scoop and round, connect to your pelvic floor, your core, and return to neutral. And now you are bending the knee and returning. Bending is going to be, it may not be a big bend, that's fine, and return. So when you bend, you're kind of pushing with your left shin away from you, and then when you return, you're pushing with the right foot to straighten the leg. Breathe. 3, keep your back straight. 4 and 5, and now lift the right toes, and flex the foot. Try to rotate the foot from side to side as you push the heel in. Now return the toes to reach up to the ceiling, flex the foot, and again shift the hips back, and you can pulse here very gently. 2, lengthen in your inner thigh. 3, very slowly. 4, 5, and now 6, and scoop the pubic bone round your lower back, middle back, upper back, tuck the chin, return to neutral, and straighten your back as much as you can. Back, scoop, and round. Back, scoop, and round. From here, you bend the right knee and drag the heel in, and slowly you are rising up. Keep your left shin on the mat, and the heel and the right heel and left knee are in one line. Right knee is above the ankle, and you're going to move all the way, hinging to the right side. Find your end range, and when we're going to move, we don't want to go into the end range. We have to stop about 2-3 inches before the end range and keep moving back and forth. 1, 2, 3, breathe. 4, 5, and you're pushing between the foot and the shin into the floor to find the movement, and keep your shoulders over the hips. 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly lower your left foot down and extend the left leg. So keep your right toes rotated, just maybe move the foot in, and you find this, we already done this many times before, this side plank variation. And as you sink the hips down and then lift up, you should find a nice stretch in your outer hip. So find the position of the foot where you feel comfortable with the knee. So bend the elbow, the right elbow, and sink the hips and draw the elbow down. Now inhale, push up and lengthen through the whole right side. Down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up, down, up, down and up. Slowly lower your right palm to the floor, and you are stepping your right foot back into plank. If you're moved from your mat, you can return to your mat. Finding your chaturanga or your knees, chest and chin. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift through the heart. Exhale, shift the hips back and up, downward dog. And now observe any differences between the left, right side, left and right leg, how your hamstring feels. Maybe one heel is a little closer to the floor than the other, or you're just a little more comfortable on one side than the other. Breathe, connect to your breath. 5 inhales and exhales. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push the floor away from you, spread the fingers. And 5. And now bend the knees and project the heels and the sit bones back. So you're doing this squat and reach the heels, the hips all the way towards the heels as low as you can, and pulse. 1, engage the core. 2, squeeze the glutes. 3, 4, 5, and extend the legs and pulse. 1, engage the glutes. 2, 3, 4, 5, and extend the legs. And remember, it's not the knees going down, it's the booty going back and towards the heels. 1, 2, 3, breathe. 4, 5, and extend. And last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and extend. Observe the heat, observe the energy. Energize the arms. Push the floor away from you, roll the biceps up. Inhale, step your left foot to the front. of the mat, finding your high lunge. Find your balance, press through the balls of the feet into the mat, and slowly rise up. Find your focal point. And now bend your back knee and draw the pubic bone towards the ribs. And try to straighten the right leg, and it's gonna give you a little restriction because of the position of the pelvis, but it's gonna give you extra sensations here. Breathe. Inhale, keep lengthening through your spine. Reach the fingertips up and forward, and then hinge halfway. Keep your front knee over the ankle. And now tap the back knee to the floor. 1, and extend all the way. 2, engage the glutes, especially the left one. 3, engage your core. 4, try to keep your back straight. And 5, stay here and circle your right arm. 1, 2, big circles. 3, 4, and 5, and tap the back knee. 1, 2, and extend all the way. 1, 2, and extend. Square the hips. 1, 2, and extend. 1, 2, and extend. 1, 2, engage the glutes and extend. And now tap for more. 1, 2, and extend both legs. Stay hinged. Press through the ball of the left foot. Bend both knees. Tap the back knee to the floor. 1, 2, and extend. Slowly straighten the left leg. Bend the front knee. Tap the right to the floor. 1, 2, extend. 1, 2, extend. Last one. 1, 2, and lower all the way down and lift the hips. Lift the torso. And as you sink the hips, find the twist. Find your twisted back bend. Engage the core. Inhale, rise up. And find the twist. Hook the elbow or your forearm. And try to square the hips. So if your left hip is moving to the left and the knee is going inward, you're avoiding everything. So align the knee over the ankle and send the left hip back, right hip forward. And find your twist. And breathe. Expand the ribs as you inhale. Find volume from the inside and out. Inhale and exhale. Very slowly release the hook. Bring your right palm to the floor and find your quadricep stretch. You can lift the right knee and move the right foot back, and then lower the knee, bend the knee, and try to find the weight being on above the kneecap, not on the kneecap. Use extra cushion. And very slowly find your quadricep stretch. Use your belt or your towel if needed. And breathe. And try not to sink into the right shoulder and the wrist. Push the floor away from you. You can rise up to your fingertips if needed or the block. And now try to not to lose the hook to the palm, but rotate the chest to face the front and don't move the foot to the left. Keep drawing it into the glute. Breathe. Keep your hips squared. And focus on drawing the pubic bone towards the ribs and observe how it changes the stretch. And now you can try to release the foot with the left palm. Bring your left palm to the floor and reach your right palm back and stay rotated to the front. And the foot is, because it's the right palm, the foot is going to be directed a little to the right side. And observe how it changes the stretch. And now maybe you can do a little twist here. So you're just rotating. If you need to rise up to your thigh or stay on the floor. And as you twist, you keep finding your quadricep stretch. Inhale and exhale slowly. Release the hold on the foot. Extend the leg. And slowly frame the foot, shift the hips back. Extend the left leg, flex the foot, fold over the left thigh. You can do a little massage here in the back. And now bend the front knee, don't sink all the way. Halfway maybe, pulse 1, 2, and shift back and extend. Pulse 1, 2, and shift back and extend. Pulse 1, 2, shift back and extend. Pulse 1, 2, shift back and extend. One more time. Pulse 1, 2, 1, 2, and extend. And now bend the front knee, sink the hips in here, lift the arms up and find a gentle back and focus on the length. The thigh, the front of the hip, the belly, everything is stretching. Visualize it. A one line that you're trying to stretch like elastic band, but try not to compress the back line. Focus on lifting through the heart. And you can add circles. 1, 2, draw the pubic bone towards the ribs. 3, engage the glutes. 4 and 5. Exhale slowly. Lower the palms down and bring your left palm to the inner side of the left foot and walk your left foot to the outer edge of the mat. Find your lizard variation. If you wish, you can lower down to your elbows. And now extend your left arm, project the fingertips all the way to the front and circle your arm up and back. And if you wish, you can rise up to the palm as you twist and up and forward and lower the elbow and cross the left palm all the way to the right and try to find diagonal stretch in the back line. Inhale up and back. Inhale up and exhale down. Crossing over, up and back, exhale down. Inhale up and back very slowly, in a controlled way, up and down. Try to feel every inch, every centimeter, millimeter of your body, up and back. Connect to each and every sensation, up and down. From here, move both palms to the right side, away from the left thigh, and you can allow the inner left sole of the foot to lift and direct it to the left side of the room. And don't push on the knee. You can push on the thigh and kind of even externally rotating it as you twist to the opposite side. Inhale and exhale. Very slowly release the hold on the thigh and return back to the front. Send the hips back. Extend the left leg, flex the foot, keep your right palm on the mat and circle your left arm back and up. Find the twist. Try to lengthen in your back. And if you are here, maybe you can lift to the fingertips and focus on lengthening your back, or maybe rising up to the block or a couple of books. And now slowly lower your left palm down and walk your left leg out to the side for your gate pose variation. Keep your whole foot on the mat, press to the outer edge of the foot, keep your hip above the right knee and press your lower right leg into the mat, especially not just the knee, but the whole shin and the foot. Use some towel to put under the shin bone and feel more connection to the floor. And we are going to move the hips back, trying to keep your back straight, and then scoop the pubic bone, round your lower back, middle back, upper back, tuck the chin, and reverse to the front, and bring your spine to neutral. Send the hips back, scoop and round, and return to the front, and straighten the spine. Send the hips back very slowly, try not to rush, round, and return to the front, and straighten. Send the hips back very slowly. Scoop and round. And return to the front and straighten. One more time. Send the hips back. Observe what's happening in your inner thigh. Don't let the toes lift. So if your range of motion is not too big, that's completely fine. Stop where your body wants you to stop. And now you can pause here. Breathe. And now bend the left knee. You're directing the knee to the side. Shifting the hips. You're pressing the right shin bone into the mat to send the hips to the left. And now you're pushing with the left foot out. And keep moving back and forth. If your foot wants to rotate slightly outward, you can allow it to move outward. So you push with the shin to bend the knee and move to the left. You push with the left foot to extend the leg and move to the right. And now lift the toes, rotate them up to the ceiling. And now send the hips back very slowly and observe how it feels as you keep flexing the foot. Again, find your range of motion where you feel safe. It shouldn't go over the intensity shouldn't go over 6 on a scale of 1 to 10. Send the hips back, round, and return to the front and lengthen. Send the hips back and round. Send the hips to the front and straighten the spine. Send the hips back, keep your toes lifted back and round, and return to the front and straighten the spine. As you send the sit bones back, you feel more here in your groin. Send the hips back and round, and return to the front and lengthen, and send the hips back and pulse very slowly. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Scoop the pubic bone towards the ribs and round and return to the front. Now slowly walk the palms in and drag the left heel in, bend the knee and rise up. Keep your right hip above the right knee and left knee above the left ankle. Keep the left ankle and right knee in one line. Extend the arms and we are going to sink. Find your end range and now back off a little bit. So you're going to stop at this spot and back. You're sinking, pushing with the shin bone, and you're pushing off with the left foot to reverse. Breathe. 2. Try to keep your spine tall, the crown of the head over the shoulders, shoulders over the hips. 4, 5. Do it in a controlled way, try not to rush. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now slowly, you were facing the front of your mat. You're bringing your right palm to the floor, extend the right leg. And now you're just rotating the right toes to drop to the right side of the room. And you're finding this modified side plank. Be careful with the knee. And now you're sinking the hips, bending the left elbow. And then pushing up and lengthening. Down. And up, down, and up, down, up, down, up, down, and up, and slowly lower the palm down, rotate the toes to face the front of the room, shake the right wrist, step your left foot back to plank, exhale, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, shift the hips back, downward dog. And now take a moment to observe if both sides feel equal. Slowly lower the knees down, send the hips back, find your child's pose. Observe the energy, observe the sensations in your body. Slowly lift the hips, step your right foot to the front, walk the foot to the left edge of the mat, descend the right knee down, and find your pigeon. Lift through the heart. Observe the sensations in your body. And if you need to, if you're falling off to the right side like this, you would need to lift the right hip, square the hips, and if you have space between the floor and the glute, put something under, roll up a towel, put a block, maybe if the block is too high, a couple of books, and breathe here. If you wish, you can lower down to your forearms. Maybe you can lower down to your chest and breathe here, observe the sensations. And when you're ready, slowly begin rising up, walking the palms in, rolling out to the right side. So if you have something under the glute, remove it. And now bring your left foot to the outside of the right thigh. Descend the left sit bone down to the floor. Both sit bones on the mat. Try to bring your left thigh a little closer towards the chest. Lift your right arm up. Inhale and exhale. Find your twist. Keep lengthening, reaching through the crown of the head up to the ceiling, and exhale, twisting. Breathe into your sensations. Inhale and exhale, slowly release. And now you're uncrossing your legs and you are descending the left shin to the floor, extending your right leg all the way back. If you need to relax the knee, relax the ankle, take a moment. And now square your hips and descend the hips down. You can lift the right knee and just walk the right foot back, 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 and slowly descend. Lift through the heart, lengthen, exhale, fold, lower down to your forearms. Breathe, lengthen in your back. And if you wish, you can lower down to your chest. Slowly begin rising up and roll to the left side and bring your right foot and step it to the outside of the left thigh. And descend the right sit bone to the floor very carefully. And begin lengthening through the spine and try to bring your thigh a little closer to the chest. And twist. Inhaling, rising up, lengthening through the crown of the head up, and exhale, twisting. You can hug or you can bring the elbow to the outside of the knee. Maybe you're binding today. Take the duration that works for you today. Focus on moving your left ribs to the right. Inhale and exhale, slowly release. Now lean forward and uncross your legs. You can extend the left leg, uncross, and shift the hips back. And take a moment to let go any tension in the hips. Make big circles. And now find yourself in half plank. So you can find your child's pose with your arms extended. And now rise up and shift the shoulders forward, align the shoulders over the hips. So your thighs, your belly, your chest are in one line. Now you're pushing the shin bones into the mat and finding the tailbone top, moving your hips back, keeping your spine straight. And now you begin rounding, scooping the pubic bone towards the ribs. Rounding your middle back, upper back, tuck the chin, and then you're reversing to the front. And then slowly uncurling your spine, bringing your neck to neutral. Push the palms into the mat, push yourself back. Shift the hips back, and now scoop and round. And now you're pushing the shin bones into the mat as if you're trying to extend the legs, and it's helping you to move a little more smoothly to the front, and you're uncurling the spine. One more time, shift the hips back, scoop and round, tuck the chin, and you're pushing the shin bones into the mat, extending the legs. Now slowly return to your tabletop, a couple of cats and cows. Inhale, find your arch, lift through the heart. Exhale, draw the pubic bone towards the ribs and round. Inhale, find your arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, find your arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, return to neutral, send the hips back. You can close your eyes for a moment and bring the palms to the heart. Just reflect how your body feels after the practice. Observe the quality of the energy in your body. Being grateful for everything your body was able to accomplish today. Thank you guys for joining me for this practice. I hope you feel much better in your body, a little bit more open, and the tension is gone in your hips, the quads, the hamstrings. Let me know in the comments below how you feel. Until we practice again, namaste.